Yeah, as you guys can pretty much tell, I've kind of been in the mood for some Metroid today. And I figured, why not play some Metroid Prime Remastered tonight? I haven't touched this game in quite a while since Metroid Prime 4 recently came out, like, last year. And I figured, why not go back to an old classic game that I have played before several times. And it is considered one of my favorite Metroid games. Though, not my all-time favorite, but it is still one of my favorites. With this being the very first ever game to be in 3D for the Metroid series. Since they didn't actually make a Metroid game on the Nintendo 64. But yeah, again, this is one of my favorite Metroid games out there, one of my favorite 3D games on the GameCube. Though this is the remaster version on the Nintendo Switch, as you can tell by the graphics. But yeah, again, was feeling in the mood for some Metroid tonight, so I figured why not. And plus, I am using my Metroid controller, obviously. So yeah, let's not waste any more time and actually get started. Also, how is everybody's... hang on. Wednesday morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on where you all are in the world. I hope you're all having a good day. Alright, so obviously we're going to start a new game. Yeah, we'll keep it normal. It's not that I don't want to do hard, I just feel like playing the game on normal. Yeah. Alright, so here we go. But yeah, like I said, this is definitely one of my favorite games back on the GameCube. And to replay this again in the form of a remaster was just such a nostalgia trip. And while it may be one of my favorite Metroid titles, the honor of favorite Metroid game still goes to Super Metroid. But yeah, as you saw in the text, Samus has detected an unidentified signal and she's off to the to investigate the source.
The cosmos. In the vast universe, the history of humanity is but a flash of light from a lone star. The life of a single person should be lost in space and time. But among the stars, there is one light that burns brighter than all others. The light of Samus Aran. Her battles extend beyond her life and etch themselves into history. Here, another chapter of that history will be written.
Yeah, that opening narration was originally in the PAL version of Metroid Prime. It wasn't in the American version. But I believe that it can also be in this new remastered version of Prime. Anyway... I'm still disappointed that they didn't include the fusion suit in the remaster, and they still haven't done an update for the game yet to include it. If there ever is a Switch 2 edition of Metroid Prime Remastered, I really hope that they don't have the fusion suit as an exclusive on the Switch 2 edition. It should be on both the original and the Switch 2, but I highly doubt it at this point. Would be nice, but again, doubt it. Alright, so we're finally in the game. So yeah, obviously I played this game several times. I played this game on stream several times. It's just, I really cannot get enough of this game. Whether it be the original or the remaster, of course. Oh, I forgot about that. My bad. I'm still waiting on if Metroid Prime 2 will also get a remaster as well as Metroid Prime 3. Because, you know, they did drop the remaster of the first game, which obviously I'm currently playing right now. But I am still hoping that we'll get a free remaster of Prime 2 and Prime 3 at some point in the future. But I think Metroid Prime 4... Not Metroid Prime 4. Metroid Prime Remaster was made as a way to test the waters for Metroid Prime 4 at the time. Or just to tide us over until that game came out. Now, like I said before, Metroid Prime 4 isn't a bad game, but it's not all that great either. I mean, I did like some of the ideas for the game, and some of the concepts, but it just felt kind of lackluster in a way. It's not a bad game, but it's not a great game either. I feel they could have done so much more with it. But for what I've read about of its development, yeah, I mean, I can definitely understand that they weren't able to salvage as much as they could from the original development plan. And risking another delay, yeah, I think that might have been in a way for the best, because they couldn't restart development again with what they had. Hopefully, Metroid Prime 5, if it ever gets announced or is in development, hopefully they'll learn from the mistakes of Metroid Prime 4. Again, hopefully. It will likely be a Nintendo Switch 2 exclusive, if it ever happens. But, who knows? All we can do is wait and see. Okay, let's go up. Okay, that takes care of them. Nope, not getting me that easily. Again, I wanted to play the Metroid Prime Remaster because I just felt like playing a Metroid game. I love Super Metroid, don't get me wrong. But I played it so many times on the channel. Oof. Okay, that takes care of that. But yeah, like I said before, I'm hoping that they'll make some improvements with Metroid Prime 5 after, you know, Metroid Prime 4 didn't do as great as we expected it to. I mean, I had high hopes for the game. Granted, I did have some worries, but I did have high hopes as well. But we'll just have to wait and see where things go from here. Who knows when Metroid Prime 5 will ever be announced. Okay, save our progress real quick. Why'd they close it? That was a bit weird. But never mind. Alright, so let's tackle the first boss of the game. The Parasite Queen. Here we go. There she is. Alright then. Boss time. Okay, so obviously the weak spot is the mouth. as you can tell, this is obviously one of the more easier boss fights in the game. There we go. Boss defeated. Again, this is one of the more easier boss fights. If you know what you're doing, of course.
Evacuate immediately.
Alright, let's get out of here.
Evacuate immediately.
The reactor core is now critical. We gotta get out of here.
Immediately.
Don't know why I decided to use Morph Ball right there. Okay, so we got 7 minutes to escape. Whoa. Up here. Oh, I didn't mean to use that missile. Or that. Alright, this way. Whoa. Ow. Okay, let's open this door. Okay. Oh. Just had to wait. Okay. Oh. Ow. Alright, let's go. Ow. Okay, open the door. Okay, we got... Whoa! Okay, that was close. Okay, we got at least 5 minutes left before the space station explodes. Alright, I don't have the boost ball. My bad. Oh, and there's this room. Oh, and there he is! It's Meta Ridley. Now, I'm pretty sure you guys already know that this is the second game in the chronological timeline of the Metroid franchise, taking place after the original Metroid/Zero mission. Alright, scan that, and here is where Samus loses all her power-ups because of a malfunction in her suit after the damage she's taken. So now she's back in her regular power suit and no longer in her Various suit. So yeah, we lose all our power-ups, so now we gotta go and get them back and find new ones. Oh. Okay, I've always let that happen before. I try to avoid that whenever I can. Here we go. Alright, that's the frigate Orpheon done, and Ridley's made his escape to the planet, so we gotta go after him. Tracking on enemy target has been lost. Ground-based recon required. Begin landing sequence. So yeah, we've lost track of Ridley, so now we gotta make planet... So now we gotta make a landing on the planet. Also, in case you haven't seen my social media pages, I did just recently get Splatoon Raiders pre-ordered. So yeah, I should be getting that game by next week. Since it does drop next week, of course. And I do plan on streaming it. Don't know whether or not I'll do mostly single player or play some co-op with some friends. We'll see. But anyway, yeah, back to Metroid Prime. So we've landed on Talon 4, which is our main setting for the game. Still cannot gush I still cannot stop gushing over how beautiful the remaster looks. I mean, for the time, the original game on the GameCube had some really nice graphics. But here on the Switch version, it's a whole new level. I still kind of wonder why they didn't release the remaster for Metroid Prime's anniversary. Like, its 20th anniversary. Like, this would have been perfect to have released on the anniversary of the game that came out. Ugh. What I'm trying to say is, it still confuses me that they didn't decide to release the game on the 20th anniversary. I mean, it would have been nice. Just a way to celebrate the game's release. Like, playing an old classic GameCube game on new hardware with updated visuals and some new gameplay new control mechanics. It really would have been nice as a way to celebrate the anniversary. Who knows? Still, though, the graphics in the remaster just look absolutely stunning and beautiful. Sorry, I can't help myself when it comes to looking around at the environments. Alright, here is our first destination. After leaving Talon Overworld, we're in the Chozo Ruins. Alright, so we're gonna try and get a lot of our upgrades back and get some new ones. That's our main objective. These beastholes. Alright. What am I doing? I'm supposed to be going this way. Alright, let's keep moving. We can't do anything about these guys just yet. These ions. You can shoot them and stun them for a little while, but you cannot destroy them. Not without a certain upgrade. Ow. Ah, jeez. More wasps. Hey, back off. Whoa, close one. Whoa. Alright. Looks like we found one of our missing upgrades. Oh. Well, looks like we'll be tackling our first mini-boss of the game. The Hive Mecha. Alright, here we go. And it's got these war wasps, these red ones. Ouch. No, you don't. Okay, we just need to do some damage on that Hive Mecha when its mouth is open. But you have to make sure you see the red glow as well. Ow! Just be careful. There we go. Alright. Not far off now. Just a little further. Just gotta take out these war wasps. Ow! Just be careful they don't ram into you. No, you don't. There we go. That ought to do it. Alright. Nice. And here is our first upgrade of the game. The missiles. I managed to get them back. Alright, we got the missile launcher back. With this, we can now fire missiles to open up certain doors or deal more damage. And here's our first energy tank. Nice. Missile expansions and energy tanks are a staple in the Metroid series. Alright, so unfortunately we cannot go through this hole just yet because we don't have the means to do so since we lost the morph ball. Alright. Ow. There we go. Unfortunately, I don't have the means to... Oh! Get out of there! I don't have the means to go and get the pickups that are in the air. There we go. There's another expansion, so we get another 5 missiles. Alright. So, let's just go in this door. There's a map room. Let's get that. Get some more map data. Alright, so we now have the map data for the Chozo Ruins. Alright. Time to keep moving. Ow. War wasps again. There's a missile expansion up there, but unfortunately we don't have the means to get it just yet. Alright. Moving on. Ow. Whoa. Okay. Gotta be more careful than that. Okay. Oh, beetles. Well, we cannot open the door with a beam, so we need a missile. Okay, let's go. Ow. Alright, here in this room. Looks like there's a morph ball here. We can get that back now. Oh. Or we cannot. Oof, but what we have here, we have some beetles. Okay, we gotta take these guys out because they're gonna show up more and be in swarms. Takes care of that. Oh. Oh, and here we go. The big boy himself. The plated beetle. That's our second mini-boss. But this mini-boss will become a normal enemy. This mini-boss will become a normal enemy later down the line. Come on. Come on. Try and tackle me. I should have used missiles. What the heck am I doing? There we go. So yeah, plated beetle. The front is immune to damage, but its red behind is its weak spot. Alright, here is our next upgrade, the Morph Ball. Now, as I'm pretty sure you saw in the Forget Orpheon, the Morph Ball will allow us to go through small spaces. Like so. Whoa. Ouch. Alright, so we just gotta head up here now. I don't know why I'm doing that. Ouch. Okay. Whoa. Okay, that was a little too close. Oof. Yeah, just be careful of this water. It's all green, and it's toxic. You touch it and you will take damage, so be careful. Open up this door. Whoa. Okay. We will be coming back to this room a little later. Oh. Oh, jeez. Why does it keep missing? or hitting that wall. Okay. There's a save room over there. I'll use that real quick. Alright, let's get moving. Oh, shriek bats. Alright. I just want to head this way real quick, because there is an upgrade that we can get. Ow! Get out of the poison water! See? You touch the green water, it will poison you, and you will take damage. But yeah, I'm pretty sure you saw that I got another expansion. Ouch! Get out of the water! Oh, come on. Seriously? Okay, you see these? You scan these, and you'll be able to solve a puzzle. There we go. Okay. Here we go. Scan this, and we'll be able to open this up. And as you can see right there, there is an upgrade. And it's a beam upgrade. Here we have the Charge Beam. Another upgrade that we lost from our damage on the frigate Orpheon. Which I'm sure you saw before. If you hold down the button, you'll be able to charge up a powerful beam shot. I still find it weird that whenever you go to charge it, in the remaster, you fire at least 3 shots before you charge the beam. But in the original, it's only 1 shot. I still find it weird. Because it's what I'm used to. Okay, and as you saw, these ion will be destroyed by 1 charge shot. So it'll be handy if you need to clear the room out so you don't have to deal with them again as you're going through. Though they will reappear after you leave the room. So keep that in mind. Alright. Now that we got that taken care of. Also, don't get too close against those mushroom caps. What were they called again? Oh yeah, blast cap. Don't stand too close to them when you destroy them, because they will release a small toxic gas and it will cause some damage. Oh, jeez. Because that's what happens when they explode. And if you get caught in the blast, you will take damage. Alright, this way. Whoa, okay. I thought I missed that. Okay. Okay, we gotta go this way. Okay, now we're in another room. Let's head this way. Sorry about that. Here we go. Oh, jeez, keep out of the water. Oh no, there are these things. Stone toads. You cannot do anything to them at the moment, even with missiles. You try getting close to in morph ball mode, yeah, they'll eat you up and spit you out. But there is a way to defeat them, but it requires us getting the next upgrade. Here we go. And here we have our next mini-boss. The incinerator drone. So yeah, you gotta watch out for the flames it fires out. Its main weak spot is the red orb. Is the red orb right there. Do enough damage, and it will do this, and it will summon up these barbed war wasps. So you gotta watch out for them. Ow. So yeah, watch out for them as well as be careful of the flames. And I forgot to mention, they do angle the flamethrowers. So you gotta jump over one of them and duck under another. Ow. Just don't do what I just did. Okay, here we go. Yeah, more of those barbed war wasps are gonna be, appearing because the fire is burning their nest. Ow. Gotcha. That should do it. And with that, here's our next upgrade. Here we go. And we have the Morph Ball Bombs. With these, we can open up passageways and do some damage to enemies. Even destroy certain ones. Alright. Like so, we can open up a passageway, leading us to another missile pack. Okay, not bad so far. Alright then, so now we'll have 20 missiles at this point. Okay, let's head on back. Also, if you are playing the Wii version, if you have the bombs with the morph ball, then you'll be able to do like a morph ball jump. But if you have the Switch version, press the X button. That allows you the morph ball jump. And if we use bombs on the stone toad, we can destroy it while we're on the inside. Alright, so now I'm going to be solving this puzzle right here. So yeah, we're going to solve this puzzle right here because we will eventually be coming back to this room, but I really want to take care of something real quick. I want to get this puzzle out of the way so that we can be ready for when we come back later. Now you have to do this quick because it is on a timer. Close one. Alright, here we go. Okay, now that's taken care of. That door will unlock. I want to go there real quick. Because there is an expansion that I do want to get while I'm here. Oops. Just get up there. Okay. Now you see this? It's a magnetic rail Now, unfortunately, we don't have the means to get up this way. So we'll have to come back at a later point once we got the right upgrade. But I want to go in here because there is an expansion that we can get. An energy tank. So this will be our second energy tank for the game. Alright, let's get moving. Come on, get in there. Thank you. Oh, company. Alright, this way. Since we now have the morph ball bombs, we can actually go through this little passage right here. Save us from having to deal with those ions. Alright, not bad so far. Doing pretty well. Alright. Let's head back down. And head back through this door. So we can get back into this main room. The Arbiter. I have no idea how it's pronounced, so I apologize for that. But that's besides the point. Well, geez. Anyway, now we have to scan these runic symbols in here like we did to get the charge beam. Only this time, it's for a bit more of an important purpose. Which you'll see shortly. Oh god damn it. I hate when that happens. Okay. Oh great, war wasps. They're gonna be a problem. Take care of you. That's one less thing to worry about. Oh. God damn it. Ow! Freaking war wasps. Get out of here. Hey. Rude. Alright. There we go. Okay, where is it? Wait, did I miss it? God damn it. Hang on. Better make sure. I knew it. I missed it. I don't usually miss that one. But I guess there's a first time for everything. I mean, I've played this game so many times. Alright, we got that done. Which means now we can open up this door. And it looks like there's something in the way. Sandstone, so we're gonna need a bomb for this one. Okay. Now, get in there. Friggin' hell. Alright. So if I... Ow! Friggin' thing. This way. Okay, we're here. Alright, here we go, sir. Ah, here we go. Now here we have our second boss fight, I should say. Here we have Villagra. This mutated looking mantis. So yeah, to defeat this thing, as I was saying, to defeat this boss, you need to remove the sun panels, or solar panels, whatever they're called. It'll knock him down temporarily, but he will get back up. But yeah, once you knock him down, you'll be able to go for this bomb slot and place a bomb there to do some damage. You gotta do this at least 4 times. He definitely has one of the more unique ways of fighting him. Because with this boss fight, it's not all about directly just trying to attack. You need to think carefully. Because this boss takes a bit of strategy. And seeing those solar panels being its main course of, keeping itself upright. If you take those down, and then attack it at its weak point by using a morph ball bomb, you'll be able to do some damage to it. It's definitely one of my It's definitely one of my favorite boss fights in the entire game. Because it works much differently compared to some of the other bosses we'll be facing in the game. Okay, stunned him. We gotta be quick. Okay, here we go. Boom. Alright. Through here. There we go. One more ought to do the trick. But we just need to get there first. Just gonna get myself some water. Alright, we're just... Whoa! Alright, so we need to get 4 of these. Although if you leave it too long, Flagra will knock it down. Like so. So yeah, you gotta be quick. But you can stun Flagra for a short period of time. There we go. Alright, the last one should open up. And with that, Flagra defeated. It's a simple boss fight, but a bit of a creative one in a sense. Because you don't just attack directly. Alright. And with that, we get another upgrade. And it's the Various suit. We get that back now. Getting Samus's iconic shoulder pads back. And here we go. Samus's iconic Various suit. Excuse me. But yeah, we got the Various suit back. And like the description says, Samus is completely immune to heat. Samus is now completely immune to heat. I'm trying to say is that Samus is now completely immune to large areas of heat, though she still takes damage from lava. Oh, careful. Yeah, those enemies... Yeah, if you hold down the charge beam... If you hold down the charge beam while the bomb bombshell thing is in the area, yeah, the energy of the beam will attract it towards you, so be careful. You know, I don't know why I'm doing that. I'm not gonna be staying in here forever. Alright, so Magmore Caverns next. That's our next destination for the game. Also, I hope you guys have been enjoying the stream so far. Alright, let's make our way down. Ah, here we go. Save room. Let us save our progress. Whew. Excuse me, sorry. Whoa. Okay. Now here comes one of my favorite tracks in this game for Magmore Caverns. Yep. Takes care of you. Yeah, I love the track from Magmore Caverns, because it is Ridley's theme from Super Metroid. Ow. I don't know why I did that. Here we go. Let's open up this passageway. Open up this way. Oh, there's this part. Not a fan of this section. Triclops. Yeah, don't let those things catch you, because... Hey, come on. Just like that, it will bring you outside and toss you out. Oh, not again. Come on. Yeah. Oh. For crying out loud, not again. I hate it when that happens. Come on. Not this time. Again, I hate dealing with them. They'll get you when you least expect it. It's annoying to deal with. Alright. We need to head... Don't... This way now. Whoa. Okay. Oh. Why'd I fall in the lava? Okay. good. Making some progress. Just need to get up here now. Get up there, Samus. Okay. Ow. Alright, keep moving. Excuse me. Alright, now we just gotta go through here. Before we progress, there is something I want to do here. Because there is actually an energy tank we can get here. And this will be our third one. Right there. You gotta time your bomb jumps correctly, though. Although, with this being the remaster, with a press of a button, I can be able to use a bomb jump. A morph ball jump. Oh. Just pressing the directional pad. I don't know what the heck I was doing. But yeah, if you have the Wii version or the remaster, you can either flick the Wii remote up or just press the button. So that you can be able to use a bomb jump to get that energy tank. Okay, now we're going into Phendrana Drifts. The ice area of the game. Okay, we can use the charge beam to break this open. Can we use missiles? Let me check. Yeah, we can. Here we go. I just don't want to be wasting my missiles, of course. And here we are in Phendrana Drifts. Now, this is definitely one of the more beautiful areas of the game. And it's definitely got another one of my favorite tracks. I just love the music of Phendrana Drifts, especially this area. Because it gives off kind of a similar vibe to the Red Brinstar and Meridia themes from Super Metroid. Like having a calm, serene kind of tone, but also making it feel like you're in an alien world. Which I did describe in my Why I Love Super Metroid video, which is available on YouTube if you guys want to check it out. But enough about that. We got some progress to make. So we just gotta open up this way. Get out of the way. Now we just need to scan this. Okay. We just need to get up there now. And to do that, we need to take this path. Just need to jump across here. Whoa. Okay. A little too close there. Okay. Alright. Oh. Baby she-guffs. So, yeah. Guess we'll just have no choice but to deal with them if we have to. Oh, never mind. So yeah, their back is their weakness because of its fragile shell. So do some damage to the shell and break it open. And then you can take them down. Alright. Just hang on a sec, I thought I heard something. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that. I thought I heard something, and it's just my cat just jumping on the fence just to get back inside. Okay. Anyway, sorry about that. Let's get back to the game. Okay. This way. Oh, jeez. Ow. Oof, close one. Ow. Alright, we're up here now. This is where we needed to go. Oh. Bombus, yeah. Pulse Bombus. I completely forgot their name. I called them Bomb Shoes for some reason. And they don't look remotely like them from the Zelda series. Oh. There we go. Uh-oh. Ow! Guess I got no choice but to fight him. Watch out. Yeah, their ice breath will freeze you, so be careful. Whoa! I didn't see the other one coming right there. Okay. That's one down, just another one to deal with. That takes care of them. Oh! They will try to freeze you when it's last dying breath, so be careful. Alright. This way, if I recall correctly. Open this whistle door. Ouch. Oops, missed. Okay, I need to get over there. Ugh, looks like I'm gonna have to find another Shiga before it becomes a pain. Get rid of you. Okay, scan this. And we can get these platforms into their proper position. Alright. Next. We just gotta make our way across using these platforms. And here is our next upgrade. Another more ball upgrade. Here we have the Speed Booster. So yeah, the Speed Booster, you can charge up a powerful charge that allows you to shoot forward with a slight speed boost. We can use the boost ball to go up and down half pipes. Kind of like what you do on the skateboard. With this, we can be able to get to higher places that we normally couldn't get to before. Ow. Now, if you recall correctly back on the Talon Overworld, there is actually a speed boost ramp that we saw as we were heading to the Chozo Ruins. That is where I want to go next. So we're going to have to make a very long trek back to the Talon Overworld. So we're going to have to avoid the enemies along the way, because I don't want to be dealing with them again. As for why we're going back to the Talon Overworld, well, let's just say there's actually an upgrade that we can get now. One that might be important for a little later down the line. And here we have another cutscene. Oh, and here is the Shadow of Ridley. Alright. Now we could go back that way, but the fastest way is going down this way. So yeah, we won't be encountering Ridley again for quite a while. Alright then. I'm sorry, that's just my cat, Ash. She's just, come back in. She's just come in my bedroom. Sorry, I like to check on her now and again. Oh. Ow. Okay, that was not such a smart idea. Oh, jeez. I'm getting knocked around. Come on, get out of the lava. Come on. I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble. I do not want to die. That was way too close. Flee. That was a little bit too close for comfort right there. This room, you will also have to come back. Well, not have to, but you will want to come back here at some point. Because there will be an upgrade later down the line. But you'll need another upgrade that we'll have to get a lot later on. Right now, I gotta be more careful. Oof. Okay, that takes care of you. Now this Triclops is gonna be a problem. Hey, no, 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 don't you dare! That thing was about to throw me into the lava if I wasn't quick. But boy, was that a close one. One wrong move and I would have been done for. I've got to be real careful here. I gotta get my energy tanks refilled. Okay, I got one of them. Not entirely refilled, but it's better than nothing. Okay. There is a missile expansion that we can get, but we have to be really careful and precise. One wrong move and we'll fall into the lava. Here we go. Oh, no you don't. Damn it. Jeez, that was close. Jeez, it's the stuff. Get out of the lava. My streamer luck is striking again. Something bad always has to happen every time I stream. Oh, get out of there. Takes care of you. Okay, got some health back. Alright. Now we're in a completely different part of Magmar Caverns, and this will take us to a different part of Talon Overworld. Yeah, the backtracking is a lot more tedious compared to the later Prime games. Especially Metroid Prime 2. Because you don't... Because there's going to be a lot of backtracking. And it's a lot more tedious compared to Prime 2. Here's another missile expansion, so now we get up to 30 missiles. Hopefully I'll find another energy tank soon. Now you're probably wondering, will I actually end up getting 100% this time on stream? The answer is I'm not entirely sure, but we will see. I'm not promising anything on that one. Okay, let's make our way back up. Okay, jump up here. Up here. Open up this with a missile. Oh, it's this enemy. Boom. That takes care of you. So yeah, a blood flower will shoot out the that green toxic substance at you. You shoot it back and you can destroy the plant that way. Alright, there's the half pipe that I was telling you about. But there will be enemies in the way, so we gotta deal with them quick. Alright, so let's use the half pipe, like so. And up we go. So yeah, we gotta go this way because we'll want to get another upgrade. One that'll be important for us later down the line. Once we go back to Fendrana Drifts. Don't know why it's giving me missile pickups. I need health pickups. There's a ship. Now, I think I remember seeing some videos about a speedrunning trick where if you try and scan at your ship, you can be able to do like a sort of semi-double jump that'll get you up here quicker and get you the space jump boots, which will allow us to do a double jump. But yeah, I think I remember seeing a video where it's exclusive to the GameCube version, if I recall correctly, where you scan your ship at a right time or something, and you time it right, you'll do a semi-double jump that will kind of get you up to this room. That will allow you to get the space jump boots earlier compared to the other upgrades. Never really tried it before on the GameCube version. I think they might have gotten rid of it in the Wii port and in the Switch Remaster. But yeah, we now have the space jump boots. Now that we can double jump, we can be able to get to places we couldn't normally reach. So let's save our progress here. Now there's some stuff I do want to get first. Or at least one little thing. Before we make our way back. Now if I recall correctly... Aha! There's a missile expansion right here. We couldn't get it before because we didn't have the morph ball. But since we now have the morph ball, we can get it now. Alright. Oh, hi guys. Whew. Alright. Get you guys out of the way. Now there are going to be some expansions I'll probably collect along the way. So we'll probably get those while we're at it. Alright, back in Chozo Ruins. Whoa. Whoa. Ah, yeah, of course. Like I said, the plated beetle will become a regular enemy after a while. It's not that hard to defeat it, just use a charge shot or a few missiles at its weak spot, that red thing, to do not remember for the life of me what it's called. But yeah, here's another missile expansion we can get here now that we have the boost ball. Okay. Now I actually want to head this way. Back to the, back to where we thought the Hive Mecha. Ow. Ow! Now then, there is a missile expansion we can actually get now. Because if you recall, we couldn't get it before. As you can see, these blocks were in the way. So we couldn't be able to get to them. But, now that we have the Morph Ball bombs, we can blow up these blocks right here, so that it'll be easier for us to get to it. And here we go! Now there is another missile expansion that we can get in the next room. Or at least one of the next rooms. What the hell? That was weird. Alright, let's keep moving. Alright. Oh. Takes care of you guys. Alright. And here we can get our next missile expansion. Not bad so far. We're doing pretty good. Getting a lot of these. Doesn't hurt to prepare. Now we're up to 50. That's impressive. Okay. Now we can head this way. Because I'm sure you obviously recall that when we first got the missiles and went in this room and got an energy tank, we saw that hole, which can take us right through here, in this passageway. Here we go. Takes us through here, but I want to go through here first. Okay, we just need to wait for the, for this thing. Hey. Oh. Didn't think I'd actually reach it, but never mind. Oh, excuse me. Alright, so there's a missile expansion here, but there is another expansion we can also get, which is through there. But we will deal with that after we deal with this. First, we need to use Morph Ball Bomb on these things, because these are obviously locks to this cage. So we just need to unlock all 3 locks, and then... Oh, come on. There we go. So yeah, unlock all 3 locks, and then bada bing, bada boom, we open up the cage. And that'll give us access to this missile expansion right here. So we got a total of 55. That's what I meant to say. 55 missiles. I'm getting a little ahead of myself, because we don't even have 60 missiles. Okay, let's clear up these beetles right here. And here is our next energy tank. Now this energy tank was teasing us when we first came in here. And I had no idea that I could go through this room. But at least I eventually figured it out. I'll admit, it did take some time to figure it out for me when I first played this game. And even on multiple playthroughs. Oh, what the heck? That was weird. Oh, okay, what the heck am I doing? Alright. Back down the elevator to back into, well, not Norfair, but it's Magmore Caverns. Even though it is technically kind of the Norfair of Talon 4, but you know what I mean. Okay, here we are. Now then, let's head on down. I go into a morph ball to go down faster and not take fall damage. But I like to do things in different ways sometimes. Let's save our progress real quick. Sorry, I was just adjusting myself in my seat, as you can see on my cam. But yeah. Again, I am still going to plan on streaming some Splatoon Raiders once it comes out. Oh. Oh yeah, I think there is that missile trick, glitch trick. If you press the buttons right, you'll be able to, like, you know, do, like, rapid-fire missiles. I don't... Obviously, it hasn't even been patched in any of the, ports or the remaster. Which is surprising. Would have thought they patched it out by now. Again, I'm still hoping for remasters of Metroid Prime 2 and Metroid Prime 3. Oh yeah, and there is apparently a new Metroid game rumored to be in development. That's not like the Super Metroid remake that's also supposedly rumored. I don't know if you remember me. I don't know if I mentioned this or not. But again, like I said, it's just a rumor at this point, so take it with a grain of salt. But apparently the game is called Metroid Ravenous, and I think that might be a new entry into the 2D Metroid series, taking place after Metroid Dread. These out of the way. Ow. Oh, get up. Ow. There we go. Alright, let's keep moving. We should be back in Fendrana Drifts in no time. Alright, this way. Oh, what the heck am I doing? Alright, back up we go into Fendrana Drifts. Alright, now then let's head back into the main area because there is that temple we did see earlier when we first arrived. Because that's where we want to go next. Okay, here we go. Okay, we're here. Center. Oh, excuse me. Ow. Another Shiguf. That takes care of you. Now we just need to get up there. Yeah, those ice parasites, they cannot be destroyed by a normal beam, so you gotta destroy them with a missile. Okay. Now, I think I remember mentioning this, but when I was much younger, at first I had a hard time figuring out how I'm gonna make some progress, because I had no idea what to do. Like, what was I supposed to do? There were these statues right here. But I had no idea which one of these to destroy to figure out my progress. But then I realized it was this one. Oh, wait, that's right. Gotta destroy it with a missile. There we go. Okay. Here we go. With that, we open up the way. Hang on, let me just get another drink in. Yeah, I had to make sure I had some water in me. Especially with it being a hot day. Just make sure you keep yourselves hydrated, everyone. That is important. Okay. Now, if we want to make some progress here, we'll need to... There we go. Got it just in time. Okay. Go. There we go. Got it. I tried doing this multiple times, but I wasn't either wasn't fast enough or I was a little too quick to get there. Okay, so we're now in this room. Oh, wrong one. We're in the Chapel of the Elders. Looks pretty empty right now, but there is something right here. Oh, ground shaking. The wave beam. Now there's another beam upgrade we can get. Oh. Looks like we got company. Got some baby Shigufs. Gotta deal with them real quick. Okay, that's one down. Oh, excuse me. Okay, that's two. Just two more to go. Okay, just one more. Ow! That takes care of that. Seems like we're not done yet. Oh boy. Here comes the mother. The adult Shiguf. Now, as it says right here, these Shigufs are invulnerable to most beam weapons. Keep in mind the keyword most. There will be a beam weapon that we can use to actually damage this one. But it says here, the crystals on their back absorb the energy, which they can fire at prey. They have poor stamina, so they hyperventilate after using a breath attack, and it makes their mouth area vulnerable. The soft underbelly of the Shiguf is also susceptible to concussive blasts. So yeah, our best chance is to use missiles when it's hyperventilating. So you gotta wait for it to do a breath attack, like so. It won't take long to beat if you're using the rapid missile trick. Yeah, just don't do what I did and use a beam. It will fire back, so be careful. Oops. Ow! Whoa, close one. Almost had it, too. There we go. That ought to do it. I just kind of like using the rapid missiles. Alright, that takes care of that. And with that, we get ourselves a new beam upgrade. The Wave Beam. Now, it's much different compared to how it was in the original Metroid games, where in the original Metroid games, the Wave Beam goes straight through walls, which helps with puzzle solving or getting past obstacles. But here, the Wave Beam acts completely differently. It acts as an electrical energy. It acts as an electrical energy shot, which can, like, you know, power up conduits, or if you fully charge it, can stun enemies for a brief period. And they open up purple doors. Oh, right. So yeah, in the original Metroid Prime, you use the directional pad to change the beam weapons. In the Wii version, you hold down the minus button and select it with the Wii Remote's pointer. But here, to actually switch between beam weapons, you have to hold down the X button and then choose which beam you want to use with the directional pad. At least when you're using the dual stick controls. Also, Wave Beam can destroy these Bamus, which they normally couldn't, which you couldn't do before with the regular beam. Ow! Get off of me! Let's clear the way. Alright, since we now have the Wave Beam, we can actually gain access to places we couldn't normally get to before. And if I recall correctly, there is actually a purple door that we can access. Because I remember seeing it at some point on the map. Which I believe is in this room. To get there, we'll need to head in here. Okay, we destroy this and create a platform. Ice Shriek Bats. Now, I believe they can only be seen once after this. So, if you are going to be scanning things, make sure you scan them before you attack. Ow. Ow. And I'm on 69 health now. Great. The funny number. Okay, now we're in this room. So yeah, what you need to do here is to activate the power by using these... What were they called? The speed boost... I'll have to scan it to remember the name. It's been a while. Ah yes, spinner device. The boost ball spinners. So yeah, you use your boost ball on these things to activate certain puzzles. With that, we can now activate that. That's up there with a Morph Ball Bomb. Now then, there's also something to take note of, that there is an energy tank that we can get here in this room, but to do that, first we need to activate this. We raise up the water level. Like so. We go over here. Okay. Here's the energy tank. Oh, good. We picked it up. Good. So I think this will be our 5th one. Yep. Knew it. Oh, get up there. There we go. Now then, if I recall, there's a little trick I sometimes do. Here we go. It'll save me some time getting back up here. Ow! Hey, stop that. Friggin' enemies. Okay, it requires perfect timing with the jumps. Hate it when those enemies do that. Okay, here goes. Boom! So yeah, doing that little trick will save you a little bit of time if you want to get up here. Now, if I recall correctly, over there is the save room. So I want to go there real quick. Okay, let's save our progress real quick. Save progress. There we go. There we go. Alright. We want to head through here. Oh. Space pirates. Oh, jeez. Okay, we open up this door. And we're in this main area. Uh-oh.
Defeat enemies to unlock doors.
And look who it is. It's the space pirates. Looks like we gotta go deal with them real quick. Whoa. Where'd you come from? Okay, usually I go for a charge shot and a missile attack. That'll take him out in 2 hits. There we go. Now then, there is actually a map station right here. There we go. Okay, so let's use this. Okay, so we got the map for Phendrana Drifts now. Alright, not bad so far. Okay. Also, if you guys are wondering about my Ocarina of Time playthrough, don't worry, I'm still doing it. I just wanted to take a bit of a break from it. After that pain that was known as the Water Temple. So yeah, I just wanted to take a bit of a break from Ocarina of Time for a bit after the dreaded Water Temple fiasco. Go. Up. I thought there was someone there. Never mind. Excuse me. There we go. Don't know why I was doing that, but okay. Whoa. Alright. Ow. Takes care of that. Alright, that takes care of you. There's the observatory. Oh, jeez. forgot about you. Okay, that takes care of those guys. All we have to do now is get this... excuse me. All we have to do now is to get the observatory powered up so that we can get up there. Okay, this is going to take a bit. And again, like I was saying, I am still doing the Ocarina of Time playthrough, but I'm just taking a bit of a break right now. At least in terms of streaming and recording it. I'm still getting the next episode edited together, but I will hopefully get that done soon. I already got like the 4th part done. But I promise you, I'm getting the 5th part done as soon as I can. Because again, after that dreaded water temple fiasco for me, I just wanted to take a bit of a break. But I promise I will get back to it. Okay, camera, that was weird. But yeah, I promise I am still working on it. It's just going to take me some time. At least in terms of part 5 of the playthrough. It just depends on like motivation and such. But I can assure you I am still going to get it done. It's just going to take some time, you know? But I will hopefully try to finish up the game before the Ocarina of Time remake comes out this year. We still don't know the release date for it, but hopefully we'll find out soon. But in any case, we got the observatory now powered up. And here is another upgrade we can get. And this is what is known as a beam combo. The Super Missile. Now in the 2D Metroid games, it was a selectable slot, or in the Metroid Fusion's case, it was an upgrade to the regular missiles. But here, Super Missile is pretty much what is known as a beam combo. Where if you charge up your power beam, and you press the missile button, you will fire a powerful missile that will do a lot of damage. But the downside is that you use up 5 missiles to use a super missile. At least in this game. In Metroid Zero Mission and Super Metroid, super missiles are its own separate slot. But in Fusion, it's an upgrade to the regular missiles. I don't know why they did it so differently in the Prime games, but I mean, if it works, it works. They probably couldn't be able to figure out something for, like, missile slots or something. I don't know. So this was an alternate compromise. Oh. And we got space pirates. Oh, as you can see, I used a super missile, which used up 5 of my missiles. And here come the airborne pirates. Flying pirates, if I recall. So yeah. Just take them out quickly with a super missile. There we go. Here come more of them. Whoa. Getting swarmed here. Boom. That ought to do it. With that, it unlocks this door. Okay. Now then, we can head down here. Oh, freaking out. Oh, and look what we have here. Now, for the longest time, I always thought Metroid Prime took place after Metroid Fusion. Because I was like, wait, what? I thought the Metroids were all extinct. But doing digging as I got older, I realized, oh, so this game takes place after Metroid, the original Metroid, but before Metroid 2. That makes sense. Yeah, I mean, the Metroids were supposed to be extinct after the events of Metroid, Super Metroid. And yet, they have Metroids here, despite... even though the cloning research was destroyed in Fusion. So yeah, this works. Metroid fights like this work completely differently. Since you don't have the ice beam, you can't freeze the Metroids. But you still can do damage to them. And it looks like the pirates are now on alert. There is a missile tank over there that I do want to get. But that'll have to wait a little while. That takes care of you. There you are. Oh, jeez. I always thought that you had to break this glass after you turned off the power, but I guess not. That was a misconception, I always thought. But never mind. But anyway, we got another energy tank. Before I press further, I just want to go get that missile pack. Alright, you'll just have to be really careful at this point because... oh, jeez. Oh, okay, that was weird. Don't know what was on the camera right there. But yeah, the camera angle... oh... ugh, that's not what I was trying to talk about. There we go. Okay, you just gotta be really careful. This path is really, really narrow. One wrong move and you'll fall down and you'll have to start the process all over again. Okay, almost there. There we go. Okay, missile expansion collected. Alright, not bad so far. Alright, let's keep moving. There we go. Got them out of the way. Down here. Oh, ice beetles. Damn it. Those things are fast. Alright, let's open up this. Oh. It's this room. Whoa, flying pirates. Super missiles will go get rid of them. Whoa. Didn't mean to fall down there. There you are. Take care of you. Alright. Whoops, what the heck am I doing? Alright, I just... oh, get back up, Samus. There we go. Okay. Scan this. We need to scan at least 3 of these if we want to lower this force field. So that way we can get the next upgrade. There we go. Only 1 more to go. Ow. Get out of here. Freaking turrets. Alright, there's just one more we need to deactivate. And here we go. With that, we can now get a visor upgrade. The thermal visor. With this, we can be able to see heat signatures and see in the dark. I will demonstrate in a moment after this cutscene. Oof, looks like it's gone dark. But yeah, here we go. With this, we can now see in the dark. And we can see heat signatures. So yeah, since it's now dark, we won't be able to see properly. Even if you try to adjust the settings on the brightness. But regardless. Uh-oh. Looks like one of the Metroids got free. Let's just take it out quick before it gives us trouble. So yeah, as you can tell, the thermal visor will be able to see heat signatures. Which will allow us to be able to see in the dark as well as see things we normally couldn't see. Which I will... Oops. What the heck am I doing? What the heck am I doing? That's better. I thought I was holding down the X button to get the beam right. Oh, jeez. Okay, let's get rid of this Metroid. Alright, you see these conduits? A regular beam won't do much against it, but if you have the wave beam, you can use it to power things up that have been shut down. Boom, that's executing you. Just needed to get it done quick. Okay. Oh, right, whoops. I keep forgetting. I need the wave beam to open these doors. Okay, whoa. What are you doing? Why are you running away from me? Oh. Okay, that was weird. Whoa, where'd you come from? Hey, whoa. Hey, get out of the way. Alright then. We are almost out of here. Ow. Wait, I didn't... Did it hurt me? No, I don't think it did. Alright. Flying pirates again. Use super missiles to deal with them, but I'm running low on missiles. What the hell? Why did... Frick. Whoa. Okay. Don't know what happened there. Oh, god damn it. I let go of the targeting. Get out of here. Hold on a sec. Ah, here we go. Now you'll want to remember this for later on, because this will be important for an endgame quest, which I'm pretty sure you guys will all be familiar with. Alright, let us head on down so that we can move on. Okay, get the thermal visor up. There's the door. You know what? I think we'll keep going. At least until we can get out of here. Ouch. Okay, that takes care of them. Get up. Dang it, I forgot. I need the wave beam. Take care of you. What the? Alright, that takes care of them. Oh yeah, I almost forgot about this one. And here, if you have super missiles, you can destroy this, and you can get another missile expansion. Which is neat. 65 missiles. Dodge my missiles again? Hate it when space pirates do that. Alright, not bad so far. I don't know why I used a super missile, but I figured. Why not? Oh, jeez. Gotta try and be careful. I'm low on missiles at this point. Damn it, I keep using the wrong beam for some reason. Alright. Whoa! Get off of me! Freaking pirates. There we go. Alright, I forgot. Shadow pirates can be invisible, but they can only be seen through your heat... for your thermal visor, I mean. Well, now we've gotten out of here, let's go get to that save room. That took a bit of time, but we did it. Alright, let's go to the save room and save our progress. And then we shall wrap it up for tonight. Alright, so that'll just about do it. So yeah, we'll wrap it up for today. So yeah, it was nice to play some Metroid Prime yet again. Again, I really do love playing this game. It's a lot of fun. And it's pretty much part of my childhood in a sense. But yeah, it was nice to play this again. And yeah. Again, I'm still going to work on the Ocarina of Time playthrough. It's just I'm taking a bit of a break, like I said. But I am still hoping to get, you know, back into it eventually. So I can get more of it done and put on YouTube. But yeah, again, I'm still preparing for that Ocarina of Time remake. And like I said, I already got Splatoon Raiders pre-ordered, so I should be getting that soon. But yeah, we're gonna wrap it up for today.